Welcome back, friends. Today we're in a small Ukrainian village cooking traditional Bogrash. This hearty soup has roots in Hungarian cuisine, but here in Carpathians, it became a true family tradition. If you love discovering family recipes and village traditions, make sure to subscribe. There are so many more stories from the heart of Ukraine waiting for you here. This morning I'm preparing a simple but deeply Ukrainian breakfast, tvorog with sour cream and fresh strawberries. It's a dish that reminds me of summers in the village, when the kitchen always smelled of milk and berries picked just minutes ago. Tvorog is not the same as Western cottage cheese. Here, families make it fresh from warm milk, left to rest overnight. My grandmother used to say, "You can't rush tvorog. It teaches patience, and patience makes the food taste better." Historically, dairy has been central to Ukrainian life. In the times of Kievan Rus, chronicles mention how villagers lived on bread, milk, and curd. It was affordable, nourishing, and easy to prepare without complex tools. Sour cream or smetana is something Ukrainians are deeply proud of. It's not just a topping, it's the heart of our cuisine. Old songs even call it the white joy because it gave flavor and richness to otherwise modest meals. Strawberries in Ukraine are a part of childhood. I remember running barefoot through the garden, hands stained red from eating more than I picked. For many, the first strawberries of the year feel like a small holiday. Ukrainian culture is very seasonal. We eat what the land gives at that moment. Strawberries in June, cherries in July, apples in September. Tvorog with berries isn't just breakfast. It's our way of honoring nature's rhythm.
Буде сонце менше ввечері.
Ну, якби з тої сторони тут було сонце сюди.
Так? Ну, ні.
Як це класно, таке файне.
Супер. Ай, молодець.
There's also health wisdom hidden here. Farmers used to say, eat tvorog and you'll be strong. They were right. Modern nutrition proves it's rich in protein, calcium, and energy, perfect for people working long days in the fields.
Так посадили в землю.
For me, this dish is memory. It's the sound of spoons clinking in enamel bowls, the laughter of cousins at the table, and my mother's voice saying, "Eat well, the day will be bright." It's family, tradition, and culture, all in one bite. Meantime, I gather all the vegetables we'll need for cooking bogrash. Fresh peppers, carrots, onions, everything straight from the garden. In Ukraine, the best meals always start with what you grow yourself. We'll take these ingredients to another house, higher up in the mountains. That place feels special, quiet, surrounded by forest, where the air itself makes food taste better. I love spending time there. As kids, we believed the mountains could listen to us, so we'd tell them our secrets. Even now, every visit feels like reconnecting with something bigger than myself. Now it's time to pack everything into our backpacks. I just love backpacks. There's always room for more than you think. Somehow they carry not just food, but little pieces of adventure.
Супер.
If you enjoy these village stories and want to see how the Bogrash turns out, don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more waiting for you in the heart of the mountains.
Хоч м'яч по мені.
Now we're heading to our second home, a little higher in the mountains. The road climbs gently, and as we walk, you can see how life changes with altitude. Down in the valley, it's busy and loud, but here, step by step, the world becomes quieter, calmer, almost timeless.
Це білоночка.
Carpathians is a truly unique region of Ukraine. It's a meeting point of cultures. Hungarians, Slovaks, Romanians, and Ukrainians all share this land. That mix shows in everything, from the food on the table, to the songs people sing at weddings, to the languages you hear in the market. The people here are known for their open hearts. A stranger passing through the village can easily be invited in for tea or soup, and before you know it, you're treated like family. Hospitality isn't a gesture, it's a way of life. The Carpathian nature feels almost untouched. Forests stretch endlessly, full of oak and beech trees. Rivers sparkle between rocks, and meadows bloom with wildflowers in the summer.
Ця липа тримає воду.
Як де брали всі круглосуточно.
Коли того, вода з-під липи у нас називається.
Families in Carpathians carry traditions that go back centuries. Sundays are sacred. After church, everyone gathers around a big table, sharing food and stories. These meals are not about what's served, but about being together, passing wisdom from one generation to the next. People here live in harmony with nature. They know which herbs heal a cough, when to plant potatoes by watching the moon, and which mushrooms in the forest are safe to eat. This kind of knowledge isn't written down. It's passed from grandparents to children, quietly but carefully. One of the best ways to spend time in the Carpathians is hiking along the trails. Every path leads to breathtaking views, green valleys, hidden waterfalls, or peaks floating in the clouds. It's a chance to breathe fresh mountain air and feel completely present. Berry picking is another beloved activity here. Blueberries, raspberries, and wild strawberries grow abundantly in the forests. Families often make a morning ritual of collecting them, sharing stories, and tasting the fruit straight from the bushes. Finally, nothing compares to evenings by the fire under the stars. In the Carpathians, the night sky is vast and sparkling, and sitting with family, sharing food, music, or just silence feels like a moment suspended in time. My husband is getting the fire ready. There's something special about cooking over an open flame in the mountains. It makes every smell stronger, every flavor deeper. If you love seeing traditional recipes come to life and discovering family stories in the heart of the Carpathians, don't forget to subscribe. More adventures and recipes are waiting for you. Oh, the smell! Fried salo is a true masterpiece. There's nothing like it. The aroma fills the air and instantly brings back memories of family breakfasts in the village. Oh, look at these beautiful flowers they brought me. I just adore daisies. They remind me of summer mornings in the village when the fields were full of wildflowers. And as if that's not enough, they also brought fresh berries. It's these little gestures that make time in the Carpathians so special, simple, yet full of joy and warmth.
Хай мені буде таке гарне.
Finally, I'm starting to cook Bogrash. Originally from Hungarian shepherds, it became a staple in the Carpathian mountains. Families in Carpathians adapted it using local vegetables, mushrooms, and herbs, making it a dish that truly tells a story of this land. Historically, Bogrash was a shepherd's soup, cooked outdoors in a heavy cauldron over an open fire. Shepherds needed meals that were hearty, easy to prepare, and could nourish them for long days in the mountains.
Добре, ми зготуємо до тебе позаспокоїти. Добре, папа.
The base is deceptively simple: meat, onions, peppers, potatoes, paprika, but every family has their twist. Some add wild mushrooms from the Carpathian forests, others tomatoes or a touch of smoked paprika for depth. Here's a little chef's trick. Sautéing the meat with paprika before adding water gives the broth a smoky, rich flavor. It's a technique passed down in many mountain families, and it transforms the soup from simple to unforgettable. In Carpathians, Bogrash is a community. When cooking for gatherings, neighbors and relatives gather around the cauldron, sharing stories, songs, and laughter. The dish becomes a centerpiece of connection, not just nourishment. The word Bogrash comes from the Hungarian Bograx, meaning cauldron. It's an example of how cultures mix in this region. Over centuries, Ukrainians made it their own, infusing it with local flavors, and now it represents a shared culinary heritage. Many families have a special wooden spoon reserved just for stirring Bogrash. This spoon is often passed down through generations, carrying memories and stories with it. Small traditions like this connect the dish to family history in a tangible way. Patience is key. Bogrash simmers slowly over low heat, allowing flavors to meld. Rushing the process would lose the magic that centuries of cooking have perfected. A final tip, adding a handful of fresh Carpathian herbs at the end brightens the soup and balances the smoky paprika. It's a small step, but it honors the mountains, the forests, and the generations who perfected this recipe. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried Bogrash or another traditional mountain soup? Or maybe you have a family recipe with its own story? Share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to continue this culinary journey with you. Now I'm adding the potatoes, and just look at how beautiful the soup is becoming. And oh, the aroma. It fills the air with warmth and makes your mouth water instantly. Now I'm going to prepare some flatbreads to serve with our Bogrash. In Carpathians, it's traditional to have them alongside the soup. They soak up the rich broth and make every bite even more comforting. Flatbreads here aren't just bread. Many families still make them by hand, rolling the dough and cooking over a hot pan or fire. The smell alone brings back memories of village kitchens and family gatherings. Did you know that in the Carpathians, flatbreads were often baked to accompany soups, stews, or even cheese? They were a practical solution, easy to store, easy to carry, and perfect for mountain meals. I love how something so simple, a flatbread and a bowl of soup, can feel like a feast. It's a reminder that traditional meals are about heart, family, and connection, not fancy ingredients. Finally, the moment has come. We're going to eat our Bogrash. Just seeing the steam rise from the cauldron, smelling the smoky aroma, I'm instantly transported back to countless family meals in the village, where food was always more than sustenance. It was love on a plate. Eating Bogrash like this makes you slow down and savor life. The mountains, the crackling fire, the gentle breeze, it all blends into an experience far richer than the meal itself. It's a reminder that food is also about presence and gratitude. Now I want to ask you, if you could taste a traditional soup from any place in the world, which would it be? Or maybe you have a family recipe with a story behind it. Share your thoughts in the comments.
На 2 200. До дітей швидко. Ну.
If you've enjoyed this journey through the Carpathians and want more traditional recipes, family stories, and mountain adventures, don't forget to subscribe. More delicious moments are coming.